Welcome to Huddle Buddies. I'm your host, Brent. This is my co-host, Danny. Say hi to everybody, Danny.
What up, everybody?
Well, that's enough of that. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to get right into this with the first question. Before we do want to wish everyone a happy new year, safe, happy, prosperous new year. We're grateful that you can be with us, and we look forward to getting the show started this year and hope you'll enjoy it. So, all right, Danny, you ready?
I'm ready. First question is are we going to get rid of the quarterback slide? Do you think it's being used properly? So, real quick, Texas coach D'Amico Ryan and former All-Pro linebacker Joe Thomas posted on X that the league must get the weaponized quarterback slide out of the game. I think quarterbacks are tempting defenders way too much, and I think they do use it in advantage to get extra 15 yards. So, that being said, what do you think?
I completely agree. And, they're taking advantage of it. Just like D'Amico said, they're weaponizing it. They're putting themselves in danger. They're putting the defenders in a bad situation. And eventually even a defender is going to get injured here. This whole idea that I'm coming at you, and everything, trying to do a form tackle, you're going to do this. Now I have to somehow change my direction and so on. This is just an injury, a torn ACL, something, an Achilles waiting to happen just because you want to try to get that 15. My opinion, the moment you leave the pocket, okay, you're not necessarily a runner, you're behind the line of scrimmage, but once you leave the pocket, you pass that line of scrimmage, you are a runner, you are a football player. So if you don't want to get hit, get the heck out of bounds. Otherwise, put your shoulder down, dive head first. I don't care what it is. Take the hit, but do not dive foot first.
Agreed. Dude, I think Jaden Daniels, when they played this last weekend against Arizona, and he was running on the sideline, smiling at the defender. Dude,
Yeah,
I know when we grew up, the safety I know would have lit him up, saying, "Don't you look at me like that."
Yeah.
But yeah, today is but that's kind of that fine line of, hey, are they going to slide? Are they going to go out of bounds? Because if the defender hits him, he has 1 foot out of bounds. That's 15 yards. So they got to play it safe. But I do agree they got to they got to fix it or get rid of it.
Absolutely. And that whole out of bounds is a topic for another day. We will definitely touch on that for sure. So yeah, absolutely. Ban it, get rid of it. Guys, let us know what you think, what your opinions are. What are the alternatives? To just get rid of it, keep it. Defenders need to be better. We want to know your opinions because quite frankly, I don't really know how you keep it and continue to, I guess, chirp about player safety. I don't understand that. So again, let us know. So moving on, we're going to switch gears a little bit. College football playoff predictions. We got some big games now in the playoffs. So we're just going to start. We're going to go win-loss. I'm going to name out some teams. Danny, you tell me what you think. I'll give you my picks. So we're going to start at the Fiesta Bowl. Penn State against Boise State.
Dude, I'm so excited about these playoffs. But in this game, I got to go Penn State. I think Boise State, I think they're good. I'm glad they are in the playoffs, but I just don't think they got everything to get past Penn State. What I've seen on defense has just been too good this year.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think the defense is going to be too much for the guy who I think should have won the Heisman, Gianti. I know you feel the same way. But I just think this is going to be one of those things. I've had a lot of people come up to me like, I hope Boise State gets crushed by Penn State. They know I'm a big Penn State fan. Love the Nittany Lions. I don't know if we'll necessarily crush them. I don't know if they don't belong, but if they don't, we're gonna expose that like we did with Southern Methodist University. We're gonna expose whether they belong or not. And so it's gonna be an interesting game. I don't think you could take that kid for granted. He's fantastic. He's gonna get his yards. But I just think this defense is too much. They're not just fast, they're powerful. So We'll see how that goes. I got Penn State as well. Texas versus Arizona State in the Peach Bowl.
Oh, Texas all the way, man. Arizona State, you guys had a great run, but it ends in Atlanta. Take your peaches and go home.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Texas all the way. This, I think, is the most intriguing game right now of the playoffs. Ohio State versus Oregon, Rose Bowl, Pasadena, Pac-12. Well, technically two Big Ten schools, but a Big Ten, Pac-12 kind of look at this Rose Bowl. What do you think?
That's the game I'm most excited for. I think Ohio State learned from the first game, and I think they kind of know what Oregon's going to do. But I'm still got Oregon in this one. I think they're too fast.
Yeah, Oregon got away with a penalty that they knew the rules, and that's part of the game, and so they got away with one. I'm not going to say they cheated. It wasn't cheating. It's just taking advantage of the rules, the way that they're set, and they won the game. So hats off to them. I'm going to go with Oregon too. I just don't trust the coach. I don't know if how well prepared he has his guys. I mean, that's a talented team, and I think they're going to run out of that. Eventually you're going to meet a team that's just as talented. And Oregon is just a beast. And they've been given a tough draw already for the playoffs. I think they have a chip on their shoulders. They're going to want to prove that they are the best team, the number one team, and they're going to do that in Pasadena.
Yep.
Notre Dame versus Georgia. Sugar Bowl.
I got Gunnar Stock, and he's gonna take Georgia past Notre Dame. I don't trust Notre Dame. I think when they lost to with Northern Illinois, I think that would just kind of expose him a little bit, and I think Georgia's going to take advantage. I think Kirby Smart's going to have a good game plan. So I got Georgia.
Yeah, I trust that defense. I just trust Georgia's defense, and I think that they're going to handle business, and so that's what I'm excited to watch with them. I think they're going to I don't know if they're going to just crush them, but you kind of get this feeling that Notre Dame is just going to get punched in the mouth, and they're not going to be able to react to it. So we'll see, but. Yeah, so it looks like we both got Penn State, Texas, Oregon, and Georgia. So
yep,
I think that's how it's going to go. Excellent. Now, all right, switching gears back to the NFL. Who is your MVP of the league and why? I'm going to start this one. I'm going to go with, right now, assuming he gets the record, okay, I'm going to go with Saquon Barkley. And that's a bit of a homer pick, sure. But at the end of the day, when I start analyzing and thinking about this, some of my notes, I mean, look, he's already done something that only 8 running backs have done in NFL history. So, and that's pretty crazy considering how many great running backs there have been in the league, how many great running backs are in the Hall of Fame. Only 8 have accomplished hitting the 2,000 plus yard mark in a season, and has the chance to break a 40-year-old record. I mean, there's no quarterback right now that is going to break anything. So this is why I think I like this. And I think to myself, hey, man, you got to give it to this guy. There's no other record. There's all these arbitrary quarterback records, right? This guy threw for 300 yards for 3 games in a row with 3 touchdowns and no interceptions. And one of the throws was behind his back and one was between his legs. And the other one was, and he ran for 20 yards. I always try to find something to prop up the quarterback. This is the most valuable player. I think he's as transcendent as any quarterback. You take Allen out of this team, they're not as good. You take Lamar out of the team, they're not as good. Likewise, you take Saquon off that team, they are not as good. And so he has that importance factor. But again, are the other quarterbacks going to break a 40-year-old record? No, it's not happening. So I got to give it to this guy.
Saquon Barkley for you, huh?
Yeah, I'm going with the unlikely.
I've got to go with Lamar Jackson. I just like what he's done this year. 39 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. I mean, he's got teams trying to figure out what he's going to do, if he's going to run or if he's going to throw it. I do like Saquon Barkley, but for me, it's Lamar Jackson. It's got to be.
Yeah, no, I guess that would be my pick too if Saquon doesn't get the record. However unlikely that is, I believe he will. So that's why I got to go. I would go with Lamar as my backup. So,
right.
But
I got you.
Probably can hear my kids in the background. And so
I heard that.
Yeah,
I think they disagree with the Saquon.
They don't like my picks, man. They don't like the picks. I don't get it. So, all right. Well, listen, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in, taking the time to listen to us. We really do appreciate you. If there's something you want to discuss, you have questions, you have comments, drop us a comment. Let us know. We might actually post a comment and talk back and create segments for them. We want to have this discussion. Whether you agree or disagree with us, let us know. So, follow, share, comment, like, give it to us all. Subscribe. We'd love to hear from you and enjoy this journey with you. So we'll be putting out more content like this. Danny, you have anything?
Hey, appreciate you guys listening in. Enjoy your weekend of football. I think it's going to be a heck of college football. I'm excited for these games. Excited for this weekend for the playoffs. But yeah, subscribe, guys. Let us know if you have any questions. Football, let's talk. Anything. Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy New Year, everyone.
Yep.
Hey everyone, just wanted to thank you again for tuning into the show. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Just help us out here. We love you. We're grateful for you. And just to show our appreciation, we wanted to give you a moment with Jake Bates. Enjoy.
Goodbye, my love. It's time to say goodbye. Our journey together